Now, good morning, Northwest. This is what you are dealing with this morning. Some snowy roads. We'll take you live into the elements so you're prepared for your Friday.
And this is just the beginning. It is going to be a long, snowy day around the inland Northwest. It's a 4 News Now weather alert day. We'll show you what to expect.
Shots fired in Gaza bring the ceasefire to an end. Who is to blame? And there are details in a new report that says Israel may have been tipped off to Hamas's plans for the initial attack. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Robin Nance. It is Friday, December 1st. Welcome to your new month. And we're starting off very wintry. Let's check in with Matt Gray in for Mark Peterson with your first alert forecast.
Yeah, it snowed pretty much all night. Did not accumulate a bunch, but it did enough to have plenty of slick roads and snow-covered roads basically all across the inland Northwest. And this is just the start of things. We expect more accumulating snow later on today, which will make things even a little bit that more difficult once we get into the afternoon and the evening. So that's why today is a 4 News Now weather alert day. And by the way, even more snow is on the way for Saturday morning. Let's take a look at some areas that are still seeing snow, because we have seen things begin to ease off a little bit in Spokane temporarily, but the snow still coming down in Coeur d'Alene. Lots of slick and snow-covered roads across Kootenai County. And one of the places we're expecting the most snow over the next 48 hours is in Sandpoint. We could see well over 4 inches, could get close to 6 by the time we're all said and done with this. And they're certainly well off to quite a start there as you take a look in Sandpoint on that side of your screen. So you can see the snow coming down in Sandpoint, across the Silver Valley, there in Kootenai County, and things easing up temporarily in Spokane. Just some light flurries at this hour. Already we're watching the next round of snow, places like Brewster and Coulee City. Already starting to see perhaps a few more little light bursts of snow as our next round starts to cross the Cascades. I'll let you know when it shows up and take you through the timeline to the rest of the day and through your weekend coming up.
Matt, thanks so much. Well, the snow has been coming down, which means your commute may be a slick one this morning. And as you are getting ready to head out the door, our Natalie Grant is live on the roads showing us what you're dealing with. How are things looking? You've moved just a couple of streets down.
Yes, Robin, we moved just a little bit further down from where we were about a half an hour ago. We're now at the intersection of 5th and Arthur here, overlooking I-90. And as Matt mentioned, that snow has come to a pause out here, which has definitely, I think, helped the commute. There's been more and more people getting out on those roads this morning. You can see, we moved down here so you can see a little bit of those on and off ramps and how they're looking this morning. No, it looks like the plows have been at work out here clearing the snow off of those roads. However, the roads themselves do have still a little bit of that gleam of ice, wetness, things that can make things a little bit slick here. But traffic is still ticking along this morning well. That is compared to those roads that you're going to find inside the city this morning. Take a look over here at Arthur. You can see still a little bit of snow on these roads. We did see a couple people wheel spin, kind of get a little bit out of control as they are driving. Nothing crazy, but you are going to want to give yourself extra time and extra space this morning. Just a good ease back into that winter driving as we confront it here on the first day of December. And of course, for all of your latest forecasts, you can download the 4 News Now weather app. That's free in any of the stores where you get your apps. But of course, we'll be out here all morning long, letting you know on those commutes before you head out the door. But Robin, I'll send things back to you in the studio.
All right, Natalie, thank you so much. We'll be checking in with her throughout the morning. And we have other breaking news. The ceasefire is over in the Middle East. Overnight, Israel resumed combat operations after accusing Hamas of violating the truce. This morning, there are new claims that Israel was alerted about the October 7th Hamas attack months in advance. Sydney Charles is live at the Breaking Now desk. Sydney, what do we know about this report?
Well, the new report by the New York Times claims that Israel obtained the battle plan used by Hamas to carry out the October 7th attack more than a year ago. The New York Times reports the Israeli military reviewed a 40-page Hamas document last year, which called for, quote, a barrage of rockets at the outset of the attack, drones to knock out the security cameras, and automated machine guns along the border. Israeli intelligence reportedly dismissed the plan as aspirational, but Hamas followed the blueprint with shocking shocking precision. ABC News has not reviewed that document, and Israel's military declined to comment. This comes as Israel has resumed fighting in the Middle East. The deadline for another extension expired at midnight. Israel's military issuing a statement today saying it has resumed combat operations against Hamas, along with claiming that the militant group violated its agreement and fired a rocket towards Israel. This morning in Gaza, 32 people have been killed and dozens injured by Israeli airstrikes. That's according to the Hamas-controlled Ministry of Health.
I think they're going to do all they can to destroy Hamas's military capability. I think they start back with an air war, first and foremost, again, to try to collect some intelligence, turn the drones back on, see what the situation is before the ground forces start to move.
More than 14,000 Palestinians have been killed in this war. Now, U.S. officials, including Secretary of State Antony Blinken, are stressing that Israel has to better its efforts to protect Gaza civilians during its attacks. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
And more breaking news this morning of an Amber Alert in Teton County, Idaho. 10-month-old Zeke Gregory Best of Victor, Idaho, is believed to have been abducted from his home by his biological father, 48-year-old Jeremy Albert Best. Best is 5'11", 245 pounds, with brown hair, green eyes, and a graying beard. He may be driving a 1995 black Chevy Tahoe with Idaho plates 1T39349 and is known to be heavily armed. It's not clear where he went after taking Zeke, but Best is known to have connections to Alpine and Jackson Hole, Wyoming. If you see him or know where he might be headed, call 911. Take a look at your screen now. Crime Stoppers is offering a cash reward for help identifying anyone involved in 2 separate bank robberies. One happened at the 57th Avenue First Interstate Bank on October 13th. The other one happened on the 17th and at Numerica Credit Union on Regal Street. Investigators are not sure if the robberies are connected. If you have information, you should call Crime Stoppers. The tip line number is 1-800-222-TIPS. Lori Vallow Daybell, the Idaho Doomsday Cult mom serving a life sentence for the murders of 2 of her children, has been extradited from Idaho to Arizona.
Just after midnight last night, Maricopa County Sheriff's Office deputies booked Lori Vallow into our ITR facility. 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 count of premeditated first-degree murder.
She's accused of conspiring to kill her then-husband, Charles Vallow, and her niece's ex-husband. Vallow Daybell has appealed her Idaho convictions. The remains of her 2 children were found buried in Chad Daybell's backyard. He pleaded not guilty to the murder of his first wife and conspiracy in the murders of the children. His Idaho trial is set for next year. Good Morning Northwest time is now 8 minutes after 6 o'clock. Checking again on weather. It is the big story of the morning, and holy cow, if you're traveling, this is not great.
No, this is not good at all. We're talking about multiple feet of snow on our area passes. Now, obviously, that's over a period of time, over the next couple of days. But I tell you what, there's some times that are a lot better than others to at least attempt getting across the mountains, which honestly, I probably would just wait till Sunday, the way things are going, especially in the Cascades. Look at these numbers. Crazy stuff. We'll talk about the timing for snow, both in the mountains and valleys, coming up.
And fruit you may have at your home could make you sick. Just ahead, what we are learning about a growing salmonella outbreak and melon recall. And friends, even strangers gathered in the cold and snow to honor the life of a Medical Lake child. That story just ahead on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. KXLY, celebrating 70 years on the air.
The all-new Bet Ahead feature is now live at Caesars Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Casino. Make your picks online from anywhere before you place your cash bets. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
One of my favorite programs is the People Helping People program.
Any BECU member can nominate a nonprofit that they care about.
We are so appreciative of BECU and their support for our program. One of our parents, who also happens to work here, was able to nominate us. Our service of the community really aligns well with BECU.
Last year, we gave away 3 grants in Spokane. This year, we're slated to give away $525,000.
Thanks to BECU, we are able to meet the needs of more families.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Attention RV shoppers! R&R RV in North Spokane has just lowered prices on every motorhome, fifth wheel, and travel trailer in stock. Last year's models are slashed to the lowest clearance prices you will ever find. We're talking jaw-dropping savings on Montana, Rockwood, Cougar, Winnebago, and more. Don't delay. R&R RV's fall clearance sale is on now. Quit dreaming. Just do it. Hurry to R&R RV to claim your new RV and save thousands. Shop indoors at R&R RV in North Spokane, 525 East Francis, or shop now at rnrrv.com.
Living in the Inland Northwest has its advantages, and one of those is working with amazing people who dedicate their time and efforts to help others. STCU's Volunteers Count is a program to say thank you for this service and inspire others to give back too. Please tell us about a volunteer at a local nonprofit that inspires you. Go to KXLY.com/volunteerscount and nominate them. Help us showcase those people who give of their time and truly make a difference. Volunteers Count, brought to you by 4 News Now and STCU.
The all-new Bet Ahead feature is now live at Caesars Sportsbook, located inside Spokane Tribe Casino. Make your picks online from anywhere before you place your cash bets. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
At 6:11, here's what's new on Good Morning Northwest. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is issuing a new warning as cantaloupes contaminated with salmonella continue to sicken people around the country. The CDC is advising against eating pre-cut cantaloupe if the brand is unknown. Several varieties of whole and pre-cut cantaloupe products have already been recalled. They include those sold at retail chains such as Quick Trip, Kroger and Fred Meyer, Trader Joe's, Sprouts, Farmers Market, and Aldi. 117 cases of salmonella have been reported in 34 states. More than 60 people have been hospitalized and 2 deaths. The CDC says anyone with recalled fruit products should throw them away or return them to the store where they bought them. A federal judge has blocked Montana's statewide TikTok ban, which was set to go into effect in the new year. The judge said TikTok showed the law likely violated the First Amendment and would cut off streams of income its users rely on. This is the latest blow to U.S. officials and critics of the app who fear the Chinese government could potentially access U.S. data for spying purposes, but there's no evidence of that happening. Global delegates at the COP28 climate summit in Dubai formally adopted a damage fund for countries to help nations hit hardest by the climate crisis. Several countries pledged millions of dollars to the fund, but the U.S. is receiving criticism for contributing an embarrassing amount of money, less than a fifth of what the United Arab Emirates contributes. Climate experts say this is just a first step on a long road to ensuring that countries hit hardest by the climate crisis are fully supported.
We've got snow on this weather alert day. We are actually going to see a break in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene Metro here for the next few hours. But then the snow ramps up again around lunchtime, and that means difficult afternoon travel.
Despite the cold and snow, community members gathered outside to celebrate the life of Lily Stallworthy. She is the 11-year-old medical late girl killed by her older brother. Lighting candles one by one, each brightened up a cold, dark evening. Ariana Ramson has been Lily's best friend since kindergarten. Lily was always there for her.
I couldn't believe it because she was always the person that I could turn to and like the person that I knew was there for me, and like we had been best friends for so long it didn't feel real.
Even though not everyone there knew Lily personally, community members showed up to support one another. Good Morning Northwest Time is now 6:14. We flipped the switch, and it was a labor of love that made it all happen with all those volunteers. Magic in the Park Below Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. Mark Peterson tells us all about making spirits bright after the break. And we're hitting the road before you do to give you an idea of conditions on this snowy morning. We'll have a live report from Natalie Grant next.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just 2 simple legs, that was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Wow, it's literally the color of Santa's sleigh.
If I was Santa, this would be my sleigh.
So you just drive across the ocean?
I don't know. Maybe some of us still believe in a little thing called Christmas magic, so... Well, there you go.
Enter to win a shiny red Porsche. Grand prize drawing December 28th, only at Northern Quest.
Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with bells of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Join us on a holiday vacations tour. Explore Alaska on a Glacier Bay cruise June 4th to the 16th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com keyword Spokane for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
This Christmas, treat yourself or a loved one to a new vehicle from Finley. With delayed payments for up to 90 days and bigger than normal trade-in values for your old ride, giving you plenty of reasons to upgrade to a new RAV4, Tacoma, or Tundra truck. And if you're looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle, we've got lots of great choices for everyone.
I'm looking for something sporty and fast.
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Ho, ho, ho!
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser powers through tough messes, so it makes it look like I spent hours cleaning. And you know I didn't.
It makes my running shoe look like new. It's amazing.
It's so good. Makes it look like I have magical powers.
Magic Eraser and sheets make cleaning look easy.
My advice to all the fathers out there, they grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
4 News Now is brought to you by Foothills Mazda.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's 6:17. With the flip of a switch, Mark Peterson all of the Extreme team lit up Cowley Park last night for Making Spirits Bright. Mark explains how 4 days of work and months of planning all came together.
Another successful year of Making Spirits Bright in Cowley Park. We're going to continue to see a lot of changes over the years, but I got to tell you, this year we did some very cool things. First of all, the gingerbread house turned out amazing. The lights are bright. We just absolutely love it. We were out of the design process, and we love the surprises. Also, the special tree dedicated to those affected with breast cancer and dedicated to Pamela Wilmering. It turned out absolutely beautiful, and we hope that it brings the hope and a smile or a memory to those who walk by it. In fact, we hope the whole park brings about that spirit of hope. And at this Christmas time, we all need a little bit of hope. And of course, for the children at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital, we hope they smile when they look down upon it. I hope you enjoy it. Please drive by. Let us know if you take a selfie. # Making Spirits Bright. With the Extreme team, I'm Mark Peterson. Thank you.
It turned out so great. And of course, it'll be lit throughout the holidays and into the new year.
It looked great this morning, and it looks great with that little bit of snow dusting on top of it. Of course.
Festive.
Very festive. It's going to be a festive day today, but also some pretty rough driving conditions, especially when our second round of snow shows up later today. Temperatures will be hovering just below freezing for the vast majority of us on today. A weather alert day. We got more snow on the way. We're getting a break for most of us right now, late in the morning and then early in the afternoon. So we'll have another layer on the roads before we get to the evening commute, with even more snow coming in for Saturday and dangerous past travel conditions, because a lot of snow is going to be coming Friday night and Saturday morning, and then everything's going to melt. So as we head into the lunch hour around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, expect more snow to be coming down. This will likely be the heaviest snow that we see during the daytime hours out of this system. And then in the wee hours of the morning. The potential here to switch over to a wintry mix at some point during the night around Spokane. We'll see how that develops, but we will likely be switching over at some point during the daylight hours on Saturday while the snow keeps coming down across the higher elevations of North Idaho. And then pretty much everybody in valleys and lowlands are in the rain as we head into Sunday. So this is mainly today and the first half of Saturday. These snow amounts I'm showing you here does not include what's already fallen here. So these are the updated totals. Sandpoint going to get rocked here. 4 to 6 inches of snow, 3 to 4 in Coeur d'Alene. So some pretty notable totals. And that means lots of slippery roads, especially on the side roads that don't get plowed or treated. Speaking of treated and plowed, mountain passes. This evening, we'll already have another 10 inches stacked up on Stevens Pass. Today's your last opportunity because Saturday, look at how much more snow Saturday morning is going to be on these passes here. Heading into tonight, it is going to be super difficult to get around the Cascades, get through the Cascades. And in fact, it's probably pretty much a no-go. And you can see here by the time we get to the end, we're talking in that 30 to 40 range. The same thing goes for passes between the Silver Valley and Kootenai County and over Lookout Pass as well, where we're talking about heading into Saturday night. We're talking about a huge change from just a few inches to up around 10, 12 inches by the time it is all said and done. Here is your 7-day forecast. Lots of rain coming up next week. That means melting snow, rising rivers. That's something we'll be keeping an eye on in the days ahead. But it's going to be a pretty muddy mess in just a few days from now.
Yeah, sounds like it. That'll be fun for all of you, all of us pet owners with our dogs going in and out.
I don't want to think about it, Robin.
Sorry about that. It's now 6:21. Julian Minnesota has a look at a Seahawks shootout on Thursday Night Football. That's right after the break. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Friday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
For safe winter driving, Perfection Tires got it. Cooper, Nokian, Toyo, and many other quality brands.
Winter tires can allow you to stop up to 50% faster on snow and ice.
Expert advice, fair price, easy credit. Nobody beats perfection.
It's the only time of year the reindeer fly. You can't see them on their sleigh ride across the sky. Gather all your friends around or go out and paint the town. It's the only time of year the whole wide world turns upside down.
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Did they even send my lab work? Wait, was I supposed to bring that? Then there's the forms, the bills, the nota bills, the... Press forward and repeat these options.
Healthcare can get a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all that is you.
Ahead, here comes Martin. He's breaking it behind the defense. Martin backhander, shoots, looking for an opening. Snap the shot, and score!
Saturday, December 2nd in the Spokane Arena. It's the Spokane Chiefs Teddy Bear Toss. The Chiefs play Prince George. Bring your new teddy bears or stuffed animals to the game, and when the Chiefs score their first goal, throw them on the ice. We'll gather them up for the Spokesman Review Christmas Fund to be distributed around the community. Saturday, December 2nd, puck drops at 6:05. For tickets, go to SpokaneChiefs.com.
It's time to jumpstart your New Year's resolutions this week at Move Fitness with a special Enroll Now $24 offer to get you moving more in 2024. Move Fitness.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY Plus.
Don't let freezing temperatures leave you stranded this winter. Let our certified technicians at Perfection winterize your car.
We'll check your tires, antifreeze, battery, belts and hoses, wipers, lighting, and more.
Keep your car going strong this winter. Nobody beats perfection.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesota.
The saying goes, everything is bigger in Texas, especially for the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks were playing their biggest game of the season, and a win over the Dallas Cowboys would snap a 2-game losing streak and keep the Seahawks on pace for a playoff spot with a very tough schedule ahead. Thursday night football from Dallas, fourth quarter, Seattle leading by 5. Dallas delivers in the red zone. Dak Prescott finds Jake Ferguson for the touchdown as Seattle falls behind with just under 5 minutes to play. Final minutes, Seattle trailing by 6. Geno Smith trying to lead the charge downfield, but Smith is pressured at the line of scrimmage with absolutely nowhere to go. Seattle fights hard but falls short. 41-35 is the final. It's Seattle's first loss under Pete Carroll with scoring at least 35 points.
You look at, just trying to finish, wasn't able to get that done. So, back to the drawing boards, back to practice, and, hopefully we'll keep continuing to get better.
Now the Seahawks will take on the San Francisco 49ers next Sunday on the road. Washington State wide receiver Josh Kelly has entered the transfer portal. Kelly appeared in every game for the Cougs and was Washington State's leading receiver with 923 yards and 8 touchdowns. He transferred to WSU from Fresno State this past season. Kelly will enter the transfer portal with 1 year of eligibility remaining. Now, a fellow Cougar wide receiver, Lincoln Victor, has declared for the NFL draft. Victor is coming off his best season at Washington State. He led the Pac-12 with 89 catches. He also scored 6 touchdowns this season and is most likely on his way to all-conference honors. And that'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Good morning. Northwest Time is now 6:26. He is the controversial congressman who got caught lying about nearly every aspect of his life. And today, George Santos faces the biggest challenge of his short political career when the House Ethics Committee votes on expelling him. We have a preview coming up. And a local shop wants your help to give wildfire victims happy holidays. What you can do coming up. And as we send you off to a commercial break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the Georgia mom accused of planning a murder-for-hire plot to kill her estranged husband in the Bahamas headed back to court.
Lindsay, you want to say anything about the allegations?
Lindsay Shiver, a mother of 3 on a $100,000 bail in the Bahamas, charged with conspiring to kill former college football player Robert Shiver with the help of her boyfriend and an alleged hitman. According to a police report, investigators say Lindsay admitted to sending messages and photos saying, "Kill him." Lindsay's lawyer saying in a statement, the evidence will demonstrate Lindsay's innocence.
Because she is in the Bahamas, she has to submit herself to their legal process. And they have a very different court system, a very different judicial system, a very different legal system than the one that she would face in the United States.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you what's expected from Shiver's court appearance and what's next in the case. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. Sotyktu is the first of its kind once-daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis for the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding that outfit psoriasis tried to hide from you, or finding your swimsuit is ready for prime time. Dad, once-daily Sotyktu is proven to get more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotyktu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. 4 News Now. Expect more on air, online, and on the app.
This Christmas, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Findlay and take advantage of year-end specials on your favorite Toyotas. Plus, delay payments for up to 90 days, making it a great time to check off your wish list for that perfect gift from Findlay.
The Black Friday savings have been extended one final week at Walker's Furniture. Get huge Black Friday discounts while supplies last. Or get no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest for up to 5 years financing.
It's the perfect time to upgrade your living room or get that new dining room or bedroom furniture just in time for those holiday gatherings. Plus, choose from a large selection of top name brand mattress sets.
Furnish your life for less. Today through this Monday at Walker's.
Bi-Mart's latest savings book is on its way to you now and is packed with 20 pages of member-exclusive Christmas savings. Save $8 on Signature by Levi Strauss men's and women's jeans, now just $19.99. Get an Arlie dog bolster bed for just $29.99. Members save $36. Plus find Brown and Haley Almond Roca for just $4.99. Members save $2. Save more this Christmas season at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
When you smell the amazing scent of Gain Flings, time stops. And you realize you're in love.
Steve!
With a laundry detergent. Gain Flings, seriously good scent.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now Story Tracker looking at the stories people are reading about online this morning. Today is World AIDS Day. Rock band U2 will turn the Sphere in Las Vegas red to honor the tens of millions of lives saved by global HIV/AIDS programs. The band continues its residency at the Sphere with a show tonight. The message highlights the 25 million lives saved through PEPFAR, which stands for President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief. Started in 2003, it's been one of the most successful public health programs in history, thanks to bipartisan political leadership and the support of the American people. The EPA is proposing a requirement to remove lead pipes from U.S. water systems within 10 years. The move by the Biden administration would replace millions of lead service lines, regardless of the lead levels in tap or other drinking water samples. Data shows lead exposure is linked to significant health and developmental problems, especially in children, and experts agree that no amount of lead exposure is safe. The snow is coming down, which means your commute may be a slick one this morning. Natalie Grant is live for us, letting us know what we can expect on that drive. All right, how are things looking? It looks like traffic has definitely picked up.
Yes, for sure, Robin. We're out here at the intersection of 5th Avenue and Arthur, overlooking I-90. Let's take a look at the roads out here. Traffic has definitely picked up throughout the morning, but thankfully the snow has not. Still nothing fallen from the skies as of this point. Traffic is ticking along here, but you can kind of see there is still a little bit of a glossy layer over those roads. Still want to keep it slow as you're heading out the door this morning if you're heading out on those kind of well-traveled areas. Now, this freeway is a little bit of a contrast to what you might see on those roads throughout the city or those back roads. You can see there is still a little bit of snow on the roads here. This is Arthur here. We actually just saw a car a little bit further down here. He slid across and kind of got himself stuck up on the sidewalk here. So roads definitely are slick. Name of the game this morning, give yourself some time, give yourself some space if you're heading out on the roads. And of course, you can always download our 4 News Now mobile weather app. That's going to be in your app store for free there. It's a great resource if you're trying to look at what the forecast is or get yourself prepared for the day. But of course, we'll keep you updated on these conditions as the morning ticks on here. Robin, I'll send things back to you.
Natalie Grant reporting live. Thanks so much. And real quick, if you're wondering what's up with our schools, only one school bit of information to pass along. Grand Coulee Dam running 1 hour late today. Matt.
All right, 1 hour late, and there's more snow to come in central Washington. Well, pretty soon. We have a 4 News Now weather alert day, and that's largely because of what you are seeing on some of those inner city roads and those side roads. As the cars drive over this thin layer of snow, they're compacting it down. It's turning into a slick layer of ice, and there's going to be more snow on top of that later today. And this is our first widespread snow in a little while, and that's why we got a 4 News Now weather alert day. So just be careful out there. I expect more snow today and tonight than what we saw yesterday and early this morning. Here are road conditions. This is Highway 95 and I-90. Still some snow falling right now in the Coeur d'Alene area, but a little sheen, a little icy sheen, a little wet sheen on I-90 and Geiger Boulevard here this morning where the snow has stopped. You can see that things are about to end with the snow very quickly. Just a few minutes from now in Coeur d'Alene, it is dry as you head further west on I-90. But this is only temporary. Still plenty of snow coming down at Sandpoint and across the North Idaho Panhandle in northeastern Washington. So still some tough conditions there. More snow coming for the middle of the day in the afternoon. I'll show you how much we can expect coming up.
And at the Breaking Now desk, this morning on Capitol Hill, House members are set to vote on whether to expel Congressman George Santos. Santos survived 2 previous House expulsion votes, but today's third vote could be the one that drives him out of Congress. A bipartisan congressional investigation alleges that the New York Republican stole money from his campaign to cover personal expenses, including rent, designer clothes, and Botox. The Republican Ethics Committee chairman declaring Santos at the center of a complex web of unlawful activity. Santos has also been indicted on 23 federal criminal charges, including identity theft and credit card fraud. He's pleaded not guilty.
Takes a vote. I'm at peace. I have accepted that whether I get expelled or I don't.
Some New York Republicans are supporting a Santos ouster, while others are defending him, claiming that Congress has not expelled a member who wasn't convicted of a crime in modern times.
He has manufactured his entire life to defraud the voters of his district, an honest choice for a member of Congress.
It stinks of politics, and I'll oppose this action in every way.
With Republicans holding a slim 9-seat House majority, House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries says the Santos decision comes down to the balance of power. Now, if 2/3 of House members vote to expel Santos, his exit would be immediate. The winner of a special election would fill his post, though he would retain lifelong access to the House floor. Reporting in the studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
A former Pasco police officer is being retried for the murder of a Spokane woman more than 3 decades ago. Richard Aguirre is accused of killing Ruby Doss, a sex worker, in 1986. Aguirre waived his right to a jury trial late last month. Judge Jeremy Schmidt will decide the case. The defense argued that evidence points to someone other than Aguirre. Aguirre's attorney said Robert Lee, a pimp who was mad at Doss, had motive to kill her. A detective on the case said Lee's name did come up as a person of interest, but evidence showed otherwise. The defense also argued shoe prints found at the crime scene were not the same size as Aguirre's, but the prosecution had issues with how the prints were measured.
It kind of documents the shoe impression, but you wouldn't be able to enlarge it to the actual size because the ruler is not on the same plane as the shoe impression.
After looking at a diagram of the crime scene, the forensic tech also said the used condom found was separate from where Doss's clothes were found. Trial will resume Monday morning. It is the season of giving, and one Spokane salon is stepping up to spread some holiday cheer to people who lost everything in the recent wildfires. Des Soleil Salon and Spa is hosting a holiday drive, and it's accepting donations now through December 6th. It started as a holiday decor drive, but now they're switching gears and are asking for Christmas gifts. Gently used clothes, warm winter gear, bottles of water, and tools. Jennifer Lee, the owner of the salon, saying she hopes the people who were impacted by the fires know their community has not forgotten about them.
It gave them a sense of purpose and a sense of dignity and a little bit of love, and I think love goes a long way. In fact, that's our tagline, spreading love like wildfire. We're stronger together. It's the together drive, and the community wants to help. Nobody knows how to do it, and I want the community to know that this is a great way to start.
Drop-off locations include the Core Institute, Spokane Community College, Northwood Middle School, and, the salon. People impacted by the fires will then be able to pick from those donations for free December 8th and 9th at Northwood Middle School. We have more information on the donation drive on KXLY.com. It's a beautiful gesture. It's now 6:38. Let's check in with Matt Gray again. He's filling in for Mark Peterson, and you got lots to talk about.
Oh, yes. So, winter storm, multiple rounds of snow. Eventually, it's all going to end up turning into rain, and we see some pretty sloppy conditions for the weekend. Either way, the weather, all your plans are going to revolve around the weather for the next several days. Here is a short timeline over the next 3 days, what to expect. Travel conditions are going to get more and more dangerous as we head into tonight and tomorrow morning. I'll break those down coming up at my forecast.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Bounced from one doctor to the next. Did they even send my lab work? Wait, was I supposed to bring that? Then there's the forms, the bills, the NADA bills, the... Press forward and repeat these options.
Healthcare can get a whole lot easier when your medical records, care, and coverage are in one place. At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together for all that is you.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut, the one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Wishing you a happy and joyful holiday season from BECU.
It's time to jumpstart your New Year's resolutions this week at Move Fitness with a special Enroll Now $24 offer to get you moving more in 2024. Move Fitness.
It's the new Coeur d'Alene Nissan Service and Parts Center. We're ready to keep your car in the best condition possible so you can drive with confidence. From express service to more advanced diagnostics and repairs, our certified technicians deliver expert service and advice. We also have an inventory of factory Nissan parts. You can personalize your vehicle with accessories tailored to your Nissan. Parts and service at the new Coeur d'Alene Nissan right off Highway 95.
Welcome to your KXLY Plus live update.
Expect even more from KXLY Plus.
It is 4 o'clock. I'm Kirsten O'Connor.
Live updates from the 4 News Now team. Breaking news as it happens.
That front comes in, gusty winds come with it.
Weather every 10 minutes.
Best chance of rain will really be from noon on.
Free on your time. Download the app, connect to your streaming TV, and connect with 4 News Now on KXLY Plus. That's what we mean when we say expect more.
A mystery.
Jessie loves playing detective.
But the real mystery was your irritated skin. So we switched to Tide Pods Free and Gentle. It cleans better and doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
And it's gentle on her skin.
Tide Free and Gentle is EPA Safer Choice certified. It's got to be Tide.
Welcome back. It's 6:41. Future treatment of serious health conditions may soon involve tiny living robots created from human cells. They're called anthrobots. A team of scientists created them using human cells from the trachea, specifically because those cells are covered with cilia, which are tiny hair-like projections. The cells grew into clumps in a lab dish and used the cilia to move around. Those cell clumps were tested to see if they could move over damaged human neurons. Not only were they able to, the anthrobots encouraged growth to the damaged region of the neurons. The scientists hope one day they'll be able to help heal wounds or damaged tissue. It is flu season, and studies show getting your flu vaccine is even more important if you're pregnant. Pregnant people are more likely to get severely ill from the flu and end up in the hospital. There are benefits for the developing baby, too, even after birth. Mothers can pass on antibodies during pregnancy and breastfeeding, important for infants who are not eligible for a flu vaccine.
Your takeaway today is all about snow. We're actually going to see a little bit of a break for the next few hours around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. But once lunchtime rolls around, we are back in the snow zone. We're going to continue to see accumulations throughout the day that'll leave our evening drive a little more difficult.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. The big beefy boy that started it all. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Stay safe while traveling this winter. Before you head out, trust the First Alert weather team to pinpoint the safest times to go and exactly what to expect. 4 News Now First Alert weather on air, on the app, and streaming on KXLY Plus.
Watching Dabble Network may inspire you to paint a wall.
Oh my goodness.
Cook a new dish.
You like that?
Try a garden hack. Train your dog. Dabble Network, your inspiration destination.
Join us on a holiday vacations tour. Explore Alaska on a Glacier Bay cruise June 4th to the 16th. We'll discover the cities of Anchorage and Fairbanks and enjoy a guided tour in Denali National Park. We'll also relax on a wonderful 4-night cruise including Glacier Bay National Park. Visit holidayvacations.com keyword Spokane for more information and to watch a travel show. Or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. The same way you plan each detail for those moments. Start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
Febreze. Your bathroom needs Febreze Small Spaces. The always-on odor-fighting air freshener you set and forget. No outlets used, no batteries needed, no effort required. So your bathroom stays continuously fresh for 45 days. That's the power of Febreze Small Spaces.
This Christmas, treat yourself or a loved one to a new vehicle from Finley. With delayed payments for up to 90 days and bigger than normal trade-in values for your old ride, giving you plenty of reasons to upgrade to a new RAV4, Tacoma, or Tundra truck. And if you're looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle, we've got lots of great choices for everyone.
I'm looking for something sporty and fast.
Don't you have somewhere to be?
Ho, ho, ho!
Arby's, 2 for $7. Every day, a classic, a favorite, an Arby's legend. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book.
It is 7:15. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. More U.S. retailers are quietly changing one of their return policies. Holiday shoppers returning gifts they bought during Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping sprees could get the following message: keep it. Return services firm GoTRG says 59% of retailers tell shoppers to keep items that cost more to ship back than they're worth. Last year, 26% of companies had a return less policy. Inflation is retreating. The Commerce Department says prices did not go up from September to October. And compared with a year ago, consumer prices rose 3% in October, below September's annual rate of 3.4%. The numbers will likely encourage the Federal Reserve to keep interest rates unchanged when it meets again in 2 weeks. Tesla CEO Elon Musk has been courting controversy on his X social media platform, but he's still found time to preside over the delivery of Tesla's long-awaited Cybertruck. The starting price of $60,990 is more than $20,000 above the base model price discussed at the vehicle's debut in 2019. Tesla has about 2 million reservations for the Cybertruck, but only about 30 to 40% of those are expected to be converted into real sales. Christmas came roaring into London Zoo this week. Keepers surprised Sumatran tiger cubs Zach and Crispin with a red boxed advent calendar filled with snacks. They weren't the only residents to get early presents. Meerkats, Penelope, Dracula, and Frank opened all 24 days of their calendar munching on crickets, something my kids would have totally done as well. But not the eating crickets thing, the opening all the calendar things. The zoo's Bolivian black-capped squirrel monkey went bananas for the nuts hidden in their stockings as well. And speaking of really cute animals, get your pets into the holiday spirit and show us. Submit your photos to KXLY.com/holidaypets. One lucky person will win a $200 Amazon gift card courtesy of our friends at BECU. Speaking of those cute pets, look at these guys. This is Cinder, Bandit, and Ashley. They are quite ready for their Christmas treats. We're accepting new entries of pictures throughout December, so you have plenty of time to send us your pet pics. Enter the contest. Maybe we will even show your pets on Good Morning Northwest. We absolutely love seeing them, so please send them. Here is a live look this morning at Boone Avenue. This is right on the street at KXLY. And yeah, it's real snowy out there.
Yeah, snowy out there. At least the snow has stopped for now, but well, there is more to come later today. So everybody pretty much has a winter weather alert down in the valleys and lowlands. It's a winter weather advisory. Further up in the high country, though, we got a winter storm warning because we were talking about some serious snow on the mountain passes. We still got some snow in places like Sandpoint and around the Silver Valley. But take a look. This is the next round of snow. This is the snow that's going to cause all the problems today. And take a look at it as it moves into the Columbia Basin. So we're going to see steady snow now. Places like Quincy, Ephrata, Cooley City. There's some fog in this area as well being reported all the way up to Grand Coulee Dam where we have that delay for the school district. Odessa also in Wilbur starting to see some snow after a short break. This is where things will be by 9 a.m. Britsville will be starting to get it. And then as we head into the morning, here comes the snow. It's back in play for lunchtime around Spokane and around Coeur d'Alene. And this will last up until the start of the evening commute. And we'll have a another layer of snow, all compacted. There's going to be a lot more slick spots, especially on those side roads as we head into this evening. So you really got to be driving careful. Get in that winter driving mode today while conditions are a little bit better than what they're going to be later today. For the rest of today and tonight and early Saturday morning, here's what you can expect for select cities around the inland Northwest for the rest of the storm system. After this, any wet weather is going to end up being rain in our valleys. Meanwhile, it's still going to keep going through most of Saturday on the passes. Huge amounts of snow. It is not going to be any better. In fact, it's going to be worse on the passes on Saturday than it will be today. Either way, it's probably best to wait or delay travel, especially over the Cascades. And then lots of wet weather coming up for next week, Robin.
Yeah, good to keep in mind. And there are so many crews that are out working on the passes. They will be working nonstop, I'm sure. 10 minutes before the hour, your morning sprint's coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Washington Trust Bank.
It's here once again. An adventure in Coeur d'Alene with family and friends. Trees will light up, snow will fall, while you're dining, shopping, and having a ball. Santa and STCU hit elves in secret spots, so keep an eye out and you could win lots. If you find our elf on a shelf while in downtown Coeur d'Alene, a Fig Pickle shopping spree, Seahawks tickets, or gift cards you could gain. Don't miss a chance to get a photo with Santa. Explore cdadowntown.com if you want to learn more.
It's time appliances had a personality. Yours. Introducing Cafe, the customizable appliance. Customize your suite at cafeappliances.com. Cafe. Distinct by design.
Earn up to $2,000 on select Cafe suites when you customize your appliances according to your style.
Fred's Appliance, local like you.
I'm Chad Young from theeasyhomebuyer.com, Spokane and Coeur d'Alene's easiest way to sell your house fast. If you have a few moments, I hope you'll give me the opportunity to make you an instant cash offer on your home. With theeasyhomebuyer.com, we will buy your house in as-is condition with no repairs, no closing costs, and no commissions. To get your no-obligation cash offer, give us a call or visit us online at theeasyhomebuyer.com.
Pick up the phone to inquire. Call the Easy Home Buyer.
Coeur d'Alene Nissan, the home of zero. Zero down, zero security deposit, zero first month's payment, zero due at signing. Financing is easy with 0% available and options for all types of credit. Locally owned and great deals. Why go anywhere else? Plus, we're offering top dollar because we want to buy your car. Selling your car just got easy with instant cash offers. Nice cars, nice people. Give us a try. Coeur d'Alene Nissan, right behind Super One on Highway 95.
Black Friday mattress discounts have been extended today through this Monday at Walker's.
Save up to $900 on Serta iComfort and Beautyrest Black Hybrid sets. Plus, save up to $300 on Purple mattresses. And take advantage of no money down, no minimum purchase, no interest for 5 years.
Plus, receive up to $300 of free furniture, making it the perfect time to improve your sleep for less.
This Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at Walker's.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's 6:53, time to get you ready to take on the Friday and the weekend in the morning sprint. Sydney Charles has the latest details from the Middle East on Israel's war with Hamas. Snow is falling. Natalie Grant is live with a look at roads as you head out the door. But today is a weather alert day due to that snow. Let's get right to Matt Gray with your forecast.
Right, it is a weather alert day. This is the first time in a little while we've had to deal with snow and slick roads, and they're widespread across the inland Northwest. We're about to get a break from the snow in the metro area as one round of snow is moving out of North Idaho, but you can already see the next round forming up in central Washington. That will become a problem around the metro as we head through the middle portion of the day with more snow added on for your evening commute.
Well, we've been live this morning letting you know about road conditions as you head out the door this morning. Taking a look at I-90. Things are still looking pretty clear this morning out here. There's a little bit of a sheen on the roads here, so you're going to want to give yourself some space and give yourself some time. We have seen a couple crashes around the Spokane area, so things are definitely a little bit slick out there, but plows are out treating these roads, and roads inside of town as well are also seeing some snow-covered areas and those as well. So pack your winter driving hats as you're heading out the door. And as always, you can grab the 4 News Now weather app in our app store. That's for free and get you the latest forecasts as you take on your day.
Breaking news this morning of an Amber Alert in Teton County, Idaho that we want you to be aware of. 10-month-old Zeke Gregory Best of Victor, Idaho is believed to have been abducted from his home by his biological father, 48-year-old Jeremy Albert Best. He is 5'11", 245 pounds, with brown hair, green eyes, and a graying beard. He may be driving a 1995 black Chevy Tahoe with Idaho plates and is known to be heavily armed. He's also known to have connections in Alpine and Jackson Hole, Wyoming. If you see him or know where he might be headed, call 911.
And breaking news out of the Middle East. The ceasefire is now over. Overnight, Israel resumed combat operations. And this morning, there are new claims that Israel was alerted about the October 7th Hamas attack months in advance. The New York Times reports the Israeli military reviewed a Hamas document last year, which called for, quote, a barrage of rockets at the outset of the attack, drones to knock out the security cameras, and automated machine guns along the border. Israeli intelligence reportedly dismissed the plan as aspirational, but Hamas followed the blueprint with shocking precision. Now, this comes as Israel has resumed its airstrikes in Gaza. The latest details on today's attacks is coming up next on Good Morning America.
Now take a look at your screen. Crime Stoppers is offering a cash reward for help identifying anyone involved in 2 separate bank robberies. One of those was at the 57th Avenue First Interstate Bank on October 13th. The next happened on the 17th at Numerica Credit Union on Regal. Anyone with information is asked to call Crime Stoppers. The tip line 1-800-222-TIPS. Lori Vallow Daybell, the Idaho Doomsday Cult mom serving a life sentence for the murders of 2 of her children, has been extradited from Idaho to Arizona. She's accused of conspiring to kill her then-husband, Charles Vallow, and her niece's ex-husband. Community members gathered outside to celebrate the life of Lily Stallworthy. She is the 11-year-old medical late girl killed by her older brother. Lighting candles one by one, each brightened up a cold, dark evening last night. And even though not everyone there knew Lily personally, they showed up to support one another. A former Pasco police officer being retried for the murder of a Spokane woman more than 3 decades ago. Richard Aguirre is accused of killing Ruby Doss, a sex worker, in 1986. Aguirre waived his right to a jury trial late last month. Judge Jeremy Schmidt will decide the case. The defense argued that evidence points to someone other than Aguirre. His attorney said Robert Lee, a pimp who was mad at Doss, had motive to kill her. The defense also argued shoe prints found at the crime scene were not the same size as Aguirre's, but the prosecution had issues with how the prints were measured. The trial will resume Monday morning. New changes are coming to FAFSA, that form that students and their parents have to fill out to determine college financial aid eligibility. Senator Patty Murray led the charge on the reform. The new version of the form is supposed to be a lot less paperwork. It also means more than 14,000 low-income students across the state will be eligible for college financial aid for the first time. The new FAFSA is expected to roll out at the end of December. And we want to remind you, ABC is home to the Pac-12 championship game between the Oregon Ducks and the Washington Huskies tonight at 5 o'clock. Before the game, join us for a special edition of 4 News Now at 4. Then stick around after the game for highlights and a look at the future of the Pac-12 Conference. We'll be back with Matt's full forecast right after the break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
Roundup's like an accidental savings account.
But how much can you really save?
Yeah, I mean,
whoa.
We have a friend right now in one of the hospice houses. He said, the people are so happy here. And he said, I feel safe.
We get to be with people at a very sacred moment.
The mission of Hospice of Spokane is to help people live as fully as they can during those dying days and weeks.
To serve with a mission and learn how you can join the Hospice of Spokane team, visit hospiceofspokane.org.
This Christmas, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Finley and take advantage of year-end specials on your favorite Toyotas. Plus, delay payments for up to 90 days, making it a great time to check off your wish list for that perfect gift from Finley.
All right, live look here at I-90, where we are seeing some pretty decent going here. This is going to be the better of our two commutes today. Our evening commute is going to be a little dicier than what we're seeing so far today. That's because we got more snow on the way. In general, around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene Metro, expect another 1 to 3 inches during the daylight hours with an additional couple inches more potentially as we head into Friday night into early Saturday morning. After that, things turn to rain, and we'll see slushy conditions for the rest of the weekend with lots of melting snow and a rainy week next week.
Matt, thanks so much, and thank you for joining us. We'll be back with local updates coming up throughout Good Morning America. It starts now.